What's going on, baseball fans? Jeremy Laracuente here for the Baseball Banter Broadcast. And on this broadcast, we are going to be bantering about the most valuable players for each team in the American League West. Now, before I give you my list, let me know down in the comments who you believe the MVPs for each team in the AL West are going to be for the 2023 season. Now, we begin in alphabetical order with the Houston Astros. Now, when it comes to the Astros, Jose Altuve is the most valuable player. Now, there are going to be players, in my opinion, that are going to have better offensive seasons, that are going to have better defensive seasons. But when you encompass what this player has been to this organization and what he will continue to be, this is the emotional leader, the linchpin for this organization. I think that there's a lot to really bank on with this player year in and year out, even when he's not having the best statistical seasons year in and year out. This is going to be a guy who in that clubhouse really commands a presence, and even though he has a diminutive stature, he has a grandiose presence in that locker room. So I think that for the Houston Astros, Jose Altuve is the team MVP. Now, when we look at the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim, this is a very tough battle because it could easily be one of two players. But Shohei Ohtani is the team MVP. I think that going into his walk year, this is going to be a monster season for Shohei Ohtani. I think that both offensively and on the mound, this is going to be the career seasons that we've ever seen from this player. Yes, that makes him a very, very easy pick to win the American League Most Valuable Player, not just the team MVP. But when you look at what he means for this organization, this is a guy who that if they lose out on Shohei Ohtani in free agency, the Angels are going to bottom out, in my opinion. Yes, they still have Mike Trout, who is arguably the greatest player we have ever seen play the game of Major League Baseball. But without Shohei Ohtani and Trout to pair together, this team is faltering. They've had them for the last several years and still have faltered at the line of scrimmage for being able to be a postseason contending team. Shohei Ohtani is the guy who you can bank on both sides of the ball. So I think that without question, he is the most valuable player for the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. Now, as we look at the Oakland A's, Shea Langoliers to me is going to be the most valuable player. When you look at the fact that this is the catcher, the field general, the prized prospect acquisition for the Matt Olson deal, to me, he by default has to be the most valuable. I think that there's an opportunity for him to really have a breakout season in 2023. Oakland is not going to have a lot of pressure on it. There's going to be a ton of lost games out in the Oakland Alameda County Coliseum. Shea Langoliers, however, is going to be the guy that you have to kind of game plan around if you're coming in to face the A's. I think that there is going to be an opportunity for this player to prove just how talented and valuable he was to be the prize acquisition piece for that Matt Olson deal. Now, there is a possibility that we get someone completely out of the blue, but in terms of kind of sort of bankable pieces, to me, Shea Langoliers is the team MVP. Now, as we look at the Seattle Mariners, obviously, it is blatantly obvious J-Rod Julio Rodriguez is the most valuable player. I think there's an opportunity that J-Rod could walk away with the most valuable player award in the American League in 2023. That's how talented this player is. That's how dynamic, game-changing of a presence he is in that Mariners lineup. I also think that with the moves that the Mariners have made, they have really solidified and protected him in that lineup, which is going to make him an even bigger threat. For that reason, I think that Julio has the opportunity to go in to the 2023 season in a monster way with really no pressure on him, because this is going to be a guy who the organization has already built up. They've already paid. He's going to be able to go in, play his game, continue to learn, because that's the other thing about this player. He's still young. He's still learning, and he's already so talented. This is going to be a guy who is going to flirt with the American League Most Valuable Player in 2023, and therefore easily is the team MVP in Seattle. Now, as we round out with the Texas Rangers, their prized acquisition, Jacob deGrom, is the team MVP. This is an organization that has completely revamped their starting rotation. Just a couple of seasons ago, they revamped their middle infield. This is a team in transition at the precipice of postseason contention. And I think that with a healthy Jacob deGrom, the Rangers could easily push themselves into the postseason. In our bold predictions article and video here on the Baseball Banter Broadcast, we said specifically that the Texas Rangers are going to make the postseason. Yes, a bold claim that may or may not come to fruition, but the simple fact is that with this revitalized, revamped rotation, with Jacob deGrom as the ace at the helm of the entirety of the pitching staff, the Rangers have an opportunity. Jacob is pivotal to the Rangers' success in 2023 and beyond. For these next 5 seasons, this is the most valuable player on that Texas Rangers squad. But I want to hear from you. Let me know your thoughts, your feelings down in the comment section below, or find me over on Twitter at banter_baseball. Who are the most valuable players for each team in the American League West? Let me know that down in the comments, or find me over on Twitter. If you want to show more support, head over to our other social media pages on Instagram and TikTok, Baseball Banter Broadcast. You can also head over to our blog site, laracuenteledger.com, where we write articles daily on the world of Major League Baseball as well as other topics. And if you want to show even more support, head over to our merchandise shop, baseballbanterbroadcast.com, and you can use any one of the number of promo codes that we have to save on some banter merch. I want to thank you guys for joining me. If you haven't already subscribed, and hit that subscribe button down below. Most of our audience is not yet subscribed to this channel, and as we continue to try to grow this baseball family, this baseball community, you hitting that subscribe button does a huge service in helping us to do that. So I want to thank you guys for joining me. Catch you guys on the next broadcast when we banter about the world of baseball. Peace.